Hey team, Ray here and here for MotoNZ, and it's time to get excited. We've got our first brand new bike for 2024. Let's get into it. Okay, in 2016, Triumph ceased production of its base model Daytona. They cited diminishing demand for the super sport bikes. That was about the time that AdventureGuide started seeing an uptick. In 2018, they ceased production of their top spec Daytona, and since 2018, we have not had a Daytona. It's been a long few years without the Daytona in the lineup, but now it's back. Or it's not quite back yet, but it's coming. Now, some people are going to be a bit disappointed with the engine that's in the Daytona. Historically, the Daytona was a super sport, balls to the wall, angry, fully fed sports bike. Now, well, there's going to be a non-Lambs version, but there's also going to be a Lambs version. So in 2020, Triumph released the Trident 660, followed very closely by the Tiger Sport with that same 660 engine, and both bikes were very successful. So following in the footsteps of some of the other big manufacturers, specifically the Japanese ones, Triumph are taking that 660 triple engine and putting it in the Daytona. The 2024 Triumph Daytona 660 is a fully fed middleweight sport bike powered by a 660 inline 3-cylinder engine, providing 95 PS at 11,250 RPM. That's up 17% from the engine used in the Trident. Redline is at 12,650 RPM, which is higher than the Trident. And looking at the dyno graph, there's more top-end power all the way up from about 7,500 revs. We've got 69 Newton meters of torque in this puppy. That is up. That's pretty good. This is all achieved by the introduction of triple throttle bodies instead of just one, and a 3-into-1 header. Triumph has far from just taken the 663 banger from the Trident and slapped it in a new frame. There's a stack of new parts and a new map engine tune. Now, putting a triple in a middleweight sports bike is kind of unique. Nobody else is doing that at the moment. They are all kind of overrun by parallel twins. So Triumph does have a point of difference here. The new Daytona has an 810mm seat height with a split pillion and rider seat. Suspension is by way of 41mm big piston Showa forks with 110mm of travel, and a Showa monoshock RSU with 130mm of travel and preload adjustment. Stopping the Daytona is radial 4-piston brakes up front, clamping on 310mm discs, and rolling stock is by way of twin 17-inch wheels front and back. Now, something a lot of people, especially owners of these bikes, are going to want to know, and they're going to be very interested to hear, is that the new Triumph Daytona has 16,000 kilometer service intervals. 16,000 Ks between oil changes. That is ridiculous. That's like more than 1.5 times something like this. The new Daytona does not lack in the electrics, with 3 riding modes: Sport, Rain and Road, ABS and switchable traction control, along with ride-by-wire throttle. The same TFT display is seen in the Tiger Sport, and it's compatible with the optional My Triumph connectivity system. We've got all LED lighting, self-cancelling LED indicators that can also be swapped for the scrolling LED indicators from the extensive options catalogue, which has over 30 items on the list, including a lower seat and shift assist. This is a stunning looking bike. Very, very tempting. And it comes in 3 colorways, which is quite cool. We've got grey, white, black and red. Now, Triumph have aimed to make this bike incredibly well priced, and they've succeeded. Although New Zealand pricing hasn't been announced yet, we will let you know what it is as soon as we possibly know. In the UK, this bike is going to be about the £8,500 mark. So I'm picking it's going to be 15,000, 16,000 plus on-road costs. That's pretty good. This bike's going right up against things like the CBR 650R from Honda. We've got the R7 from Yamaha, those middleweight sports bikes that can also come Lambs variant or fully powered variants. We believe, we haven't had it confirmed, but we suspect, because the factory is providing them, that New Zealand will see Lambs and high output variants of the Triumph Daytona. And that is pretty much all the information we have to hand. It's a stunning looking bike. Yeah, it's down on power from previous models, but that 660 market, that middleweight sport bike market, is booming at the moment. So, as soon as there's more information to hand, we'll bring it to you. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you've got any questions, chuck them up in the comments below and let me know what you think about this bike. Are you disappointed that it's a 660 or are you excited by the possibilities? I've been Ray from MotoNZ. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Hooroo.